This video was brought to you by Xfinity. CelebrateBlackTV.com. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
I do continue it with the work that I do with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and other organizations, you know, just reminding young people that, and their parents, if they have them, that there is a place that they can go. There are alternatives, positive alternatives. I was doing a play on Broadway, I just finished in June, and a young man came up to me. I give scholarships to my alma mater, and he came up to me and said, I graduated from Fordham in the theater program, and as a result of the money that I gave. And I was like, wow. I said, well, I'll see you at work. You know, he's ready to be a working actor. His parents didn't have the money, and because of the scholarships, he is ready to be a working actor, poor guy. Unfortunately. Hearing positive things from adults at a very impressionable age. I remember a guy, his name was Charles White, and he said, you know, you, with your smarts, you can do anything you want in this world. And I remember leaving there like, wow, I can be the president or a sanitation worker. Because I took it literally. Oh, I could do anything I want. I could go to the moon, or I could, you know, build highways. You know, just, the words are powerful, especially at that young age. You know, the opposite of that. Imagine someone telling you as a small child, you never amount to anything. You're just a bum. You whatever. That's going to be your foundation, unfortunately.
Boys and Girls Club is always, I mean, I started boxing and playing basketball in the gym there. I'm from Pittsburgh, so same sort of.
They had a PAL in Pittsburgh?
Yeah. YMCAs.
Why?
And all that kind of stuff, you know. Absolutely, you know. And I was casting it, and we wind up casting a kid who plays one of the main roles in the movie. Really talented kid. He had directed a short film. Mary Vanu, our casting woman, had brought him in. We did the whole movie. At the end of the movie, he came up to me. He said, I didn't want to say anything to you, you know, because I just wanted to show you I'm gonna earn my, you know, my way through. He said, I was 8 years old when I met you and Denzel on the training day. He came, you went to the porch when I was trying to find you one day. Denzel got out of the car, went straight down in the jungle, and that area, right over there. We couldn't find. He was always sitting on somebody's porch talking to all these people.
Right.
He was 8 years old. He has now written a short film, and I cast him in my movie. I didn't know who he was.
Wow.
Just out of the blue, and he happened to be one of those kids that was in the jungle. Because I knew he had a certain swagger.
This is an area in South Central is called the jungle because it's
not a gang, it's gang affiliated. Yeah. This kid was 8 years old, and Denzel went over to the porch and started talking to them. He is now a working actor.
So you never know.
And I just cast him. And they know.
Like the story I just told about Charles White. You never know who you influence. Yeah. So who knew? And he never forgot, and he did something with it.
He did something. He wrote and directed a short film, and now he's acting now. I just put him in the movie, and yeah, he came up to me. I didn't know until the end of the movie. His last day of shooting, he came up to me. He was crying.
Wow.
And he told me his story, and I thought, wow. So, and that was the one day I couldn't find him. We got out of the car. We went down there. It was all dangerous. You went straight to the porch with all those people. And we were all looking for you. The guys from SIS was looking for you. Right. He's over there on the porch with all those people.
Well, when we were doing that movie, you're dealing with some serious gangsters. These are real gangsters, real killers. Yeah. But everybody's got a mom. Yeah. And everybody's mom is still in charge. Yeah, that's right. So I'd go to the houses to meet the mom. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I can't believe you sitting on my porch. Yeah. I'm like, you gonna fix me some lunch? Yeah, what you want, baby?
They're over there making
I want some fried chicken.
Yeah.
Baby, Bookie, you go to the store now. Now Bookie is going to the store to get the chicken. Yeah. Somebody's like, you know who Bookie is? I'm like, no, he's the most notorious killer on this block. He done murdered 45 people. And he's running to get the chicken because his mom told him. I'm like, well, tell Bookie, hey, Bookie, get the hot sauce while you at it, killer.
That's right. That's right. I remember that day. Yeah. Anyway, that's the sort of influence, you know, and that's something that he did that I've been meaning to tell him about.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
You never know who you touch.
Yeah, that's right.
First of all, I wouldn't use the word minority, and I'd say to all kids, you know, white kids don't have a monopoly on happiness, and black kids don't have a monopoly on misery. So everybody's going through something, you know, and as much as I would talk to the kids, I'd talk to the parents to do their job. Whatever problems they have are our fault 99% of the time. You know, do your job, be responsible. You know, if you're a quote-unquote man, than be one. You know, I do that first. I got more issues with the parents than I do with the kids. The kids are a product of their environment.
I believe that the kids today have a lot at their fingertips, a lot of information. I think it's going to close a gap as far as economic and racial inequality, because they are all learning the same thing or communicating on these gadgets that could be bad, but at the same time it's bringing worlds together. You know, at one point it was boats, and then it was airplanes and trains, and you know, now you can literally talk to somebody in Budapest sitting in South Central and get to know them and get to know their culture and get a better understanding, hopefully, of that culture. And that can help you evolve and grow as a person to become more worldly, so that there's no walls for these kids who believe there's walls in any, whether it's a trailer park, ghetto, there's no walls. You can do anything.
There was a program when I was growing up called Each One, Teach One.
I remember that.
Yeah, remember Each One, Teach One?
Yeah.
And we don't have to save the whole world, but if each one of us just picked one person to help, just one, just each one, teach one, you know, would go a long way. You know, sometimes the media, or we're bombarded with, so, you know, what is the long-term effect of too much information? Depression. You know, it's too much to take. So you feel helpless. But if you get from behind the idiot box and you get out there in the world and you say, okay, I'm gonna work with that one, I'll just try to help one, we get a lot more done.